Good morning, folks. Cheers. Cheers from the turkey in our woods. I managed to get up a little bit more early on a Monday morning here before work, which I'm proud of because I am not the morning person that I once was, and it is hard. It's hard for me to get out of bed. Today, what I'm excited about is to keep cranking on planting my cut flowers out in the pasture garden. The seedlings that I left out here overnight to help them harden off. It was low in the 50s. It was super warm. Oh, look, there's a turkey. I'm totally distracted all the time. There he goes. And there is my random coffee cup, always left in random places. I often get distracted while I'm gardening, checking things out, enjoying things outside. And my husband will always joke like, oh, look, there's a bird. And suddenly, like, my focus on what I was going after, oh, there's a turkey tom. Oh, he's cool. I would get him on film, but he's too far away and there's a bunch of stuff blocking him, like a bunch of trees, so forget that. I love the wildlife around here. It's really, really fun. So everybody's looking great. It was finally an okay time for me to let go and put them outside. And they're looking real happy. So this morning's mission is to take at least one of these trays and get it out there in the pasture garden so I can just keep going. I just got to keep chipping away, There's a lot to do. And after I get these sets out, I also have a whole bunch of dahlias and sunflowers and zinnias and gladiolas to get in the ground. So I want to show you my little sheet. We can see how the plan is going. We're about midway there. You can kind of see what I've checked off and what we still have to go. So here is the plan. I have not followed it really at all placement wise, but it is basically a list of things. So everything in pink has been put in the ground, and the circles were the things that are more cold, like cool flowers, cooler crops. So they're all in. And now today I want to focus on these sorts of things that I have in these trays out here on the patio. Get them out of the trays, get the trays out of my hair. And then I have other things I need to seed in, like the zinnias. We have dahlia tubers that need to get in. And then eventually this next week, we'll be putting in the rest of the pumpkins and gourds and squash. What is true to map here is that in the structure of the garden off to, like this is the front if you're looking this way, off to the right I do have the flowers going on here, and off to the far left I've got the sweet corn here planted up to about here. So it is following the plan generally in a rough way. And then we've got this section in the middle that we're holding for these folks. Hey, look, honey, I'm using the soil thermometer today. I am going to check the soil temp because I'm curious where it's at in the morning here. I think it should be fine, especially if the temps were 50 overnight. And we've had some warm days. Yesterday was in the 80s, so we'll see. I've just been paranoid, and I really want to make sure the temps are consistently above 50, especially for the dahlias to go in the ground. So I'm simply going to just throw it in here, about 4 inches in, and let it do its thing. Give it about 5 minutes. Okay, always out here scouting to see what's going on. Cabbage look really good. Ooh, that rudbeckia looks awesome. How are our snaps doing? Oh, somebody's been eating at them. That's not great. It's gonna happen though. You know, a lot of them look pretty good. Not too shabby. Everything's just so messy this time of year because everybody's under transplant stress and not real established yet. But this stand is, they're not looking too bad. All right, so this is the row that I'm working on right now. Where that line is where I get to start. So I'm gonna rustle up the soil with the rake and then get my plants out here and start planting. What a glorious morning. So I've got a tray of Gomphrena here, which I've never grown before, but I'm pretty happy with how the starts look. Aren't they cute? Just love the soil blocks. I think they turn out real well. I think they're just itching to stretch their wings and get bigger. So I've made 2 rows here with the rake. I'm gonna fill those in. All right, that went fast. It always goes fast once I get to planting. They're looking great. And check this out. I just noticed this. These are seedlings that just popped up. Like, these are brand new on the scene today. Some of the fastest emerging flower seeds I've ever seen. These are my bachelor buttons. I am so excited. Aren't they cute? Real consistent. Like, you can see the lines there. I got 3 rows of them, 1, 2, 3. And these are the plants, the starts that I grew inside. They don't look too bad. They look pretty good. And then I decided to add more, so they're a little bit later stage. Wow, I'm happy about this. This is terrific. This is exactly what I was hoping for. So I have this whole section of bachelor buttons, older and newer. Now, if everybody else can get in line and do that, that would be swell. Okay, back to our soil thermometer. What does it say? Oh, look at that. I would read that as just over 50. Probably 53 to 55 degrees. Wow, so it's perfect temps to get the dahlias out here now, because you always want to have 50 degree or higher, I was reading. Yay, so glad to see that. Because the last thing I want to do is have dahlia tubers go in the ground that are going to rot from the cold, and then they're an investment. Like, they cost some money. Like, I would hate for them to not do well. Oh my gosh, you guys, check this out. Farm geek style. It's got one of those little pen clips. Whoa. And then I just slide it in on my overalls. Here, go in. I had it in there. Oh, come on. I'm like, where am I going to store this? Isn't that cool? What kind of geek am I? I need a pocket protector for my soil thermometer and my pocket and my overalls. I might need to get one of those. All right, I gotta move the trusty sprinkler, get it out of the mud, so we can be watering over here where we just planted. Especially these poppies in the front. They just don't look happy at all. And I want everybody to be happy.